Welcome to this vlog. I'm heading to my son's school today for an afternoon tea, which is a very usual thing for them at this time of year. The young people make some Christmas goodies, wrap up presents, and showcase their skills, showcase their talents and their giftings. Most of these young special needs people are really talented, they're gifted. And this is one of the things that we parents really need to work with the teachers, or even just as parents, just as families, to find out what they are really good at. Because there are some times that if we don't expose them to activities that harness their gifts and skills, we may never know what they're capable of. But I am blessed to be in this part of the country, in Kent, where they do have some really good special needs schools. And my son has been in a special school from pretty much day one. However, yeah, he
Fine, thanks.
entered, I believe it was year one.
I'm having a look.
And for reception, he was partially at a mainstream.
I didn't even come
But
out
it was
shopping.
quickly
I'm
realized
just
that he
having a
really
look
needed to
ahead of
be
time
in a special
so
needs
I can know
school.
what's going
And I thank
on,
God
what's
for
in the
that,
shops.
because the support worker at the
Thank you.
time at the school managed to spot a few things, and immediately, with my concerns as well at the time with his learning, realized that he needed to be in a specialized school. And then, which is around the year 20, probably 11, probably the year 12, 13, at that time, I think things were a bit more speedy. It was a lot easier to get an educational healthcare plan, which is the EHCP. Things have changed significantly now, and parents really have to be quite ahead of themselves and very, very proactive and intentional about communicating with the relevant bodies that help with their child's needs. Just having a look around as we chat. Today I'm just window shopping. I had a little bit of time to actually just get out and about and just have a look at what is going on about, but also just to get some fresh air and change of scenery. So back to the chat about special needs young people, and even the post 16, should I say. Things are changing so much here in Kent County Council. If you're a parent that's living in Kent County Council, you're probably going through quite a few changes. Last year, I lost quite a lot of support services from Kent County Council. This is to do with support workers coming out to help special needs families take the young people, the young person out, or children, so that the family or the parent can get a break. I practically lost all of it, but I did fight for it and I got it all back. Now it takes quite a lot of you need to really know quite a lot of your rights. You also need to know the criteria for which they actually give support. Who are the people who are qualified? Why do they qualify? And I remember asking for a written report. I can't remember what it's called, but it's detailed from social services, from the social worker, who it is that qualifies for support. And on reading it, I realized that if I didn't look deeply enough, I would have dismissed it. And I think this is probably also to do with my early years experience and also knowledge and training, that I was able to go deeper and challenge them on why they were removing my support for my children. Now, without this support, it has been hard, and it would be really difficult for me to actually manage, sort of continue to raise them, because these are young people who need 24/7 practically and care throughout pretty much of their lives. and I would really struggle. On that topic, I met some parents who didn't have any social workers, didn't have any support, whose children are now 16, 18 plus. Some because they didn't know how to get the support, or they tried to get the support and they were put off. I remember trying to get support many years ago, and I was told that my youngest did not qualify because the social worker says, I've seen him and he doesn't qualify. Well, guess what? To see the person, the young person at home, visit them, does not mean they don't qualify. So I actually challenged it. And eventually, again, with the support workers at his school, I managed to get some support services. So that's that. And these are some of the just a few challenges that as special needs parents we do go through. However, I'd like to just focus today on some of the achievements as well, um, and commend special needs parents, and encourage special needs parents to continuously work with and work on the giftings of their children and be very observant in what they are able to do. For schools, because we are visiting a school, this is all cropping up. Going to a tea afternoon, remember, that's coming up. So if you are a special needs parent, I'll just be chatting about this topic today. A year ahead of time, we parents have to apply for school and look for schools. So for instance, my son next year will be 17 and he lives where he is at 18. He's only there till he's 18, he's 16 now coming, so it's 2 years. So next year the search for appropriate school begins. College, it's more like college actually, next. Aside that, very often they do ask for an educational care plan. And this year, Kent County Council introduced the um, requirement for parents to contribute to transport back and forth to school. So that started this year, whereas previously it wasn't necessary. Also, I had an annual review yesterday for my oldest son, and what they're saying now is that there will be no transport back and forth to school. Now, this is quite an upheaval and quite a setback because as carers, we already give up quite a lot to look after the young people. And whereas we don't have a problem with it, uh, in the United Kingdom here, we are given a variety of support. But now there's an attempt to actually seize and take away as much support as they can from Grow 19. The college that he goes to from Dartford is over 40 minutes. And I remember they were trying to push him to leave the house at kind of like 7:45. Initially from 8:15. It used to be 8:30. It was 8:15 they put it to. Then they tried to say 7:45. And I said, no, it's not happening. It's too early for him to sit in the bus for almost 1.5 hours. That was way too much. And now they are about to take away the transport in September. So here we are at the school, the entrance. Parents, I met some of the parents that I rarely say, with their relatives and so forth, going in to the school for the tea party. Because I rarely go to this school to drop and pick my son, it's usually quite interesting to go in, to catch up with the teachers, the support teachers, and just to find out, catch up how the young person is doing. Now, it was a day they were presenting what they'd been making, And my son, he made this little ball here, the one you see here. I bought it. They told me he really focused on it, which was really lovely to know, because my son, he is quite particular in some aspects. He can be quite precise. So that was that. Here we are in the hall, and young people with their parents. As always, my son doesn't like the camera, so I had to try to keep him out as much as possible. And here we are, coming out now at the end of it all. And the driver's waiting for the young people, but I left with him in a taxi. He didn't leave with a car. He said he wanted to come home. So that was the afternoon I had today, and I'm just sharing with those who are interested, anyone that is a special need parent. Even if you're not, I hope you've enjoyed this vlog. If you are coming to the UK, you like to find out about some matters with special needs, young people, children, do get in touch. I can give some pointers and tips. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, God bless you.
Keep it low key, keep it softly spoken, with no strings tying you to me. I'm happy in your company with no emotion, 'cause my love deserves